Hello again. Thanks for watching. Um, Here you see a really nice 1984 FJ60 Toyota Land Cruiser. This truck is 100% original paint and trim. The seats have been reupholstered and upgraded. Other than that, this truck is just dead nuts factory. As you've probably noticed in recent years, we're doing considerably little traffic in buying and reconditioning and reselling FJ60s. The reason is that basically they're not aging as gracefully as the FJ62 fuel-injected variants. And we're just finding that most of the ones we see need more work than, so basically we buy the truck and then put more into it than we did buying it and then try and sell it. It just gets more and more difficult. Although we're doing considerable amount of restoration and service work for clients, I'm really getting kind of picky on the 60s that we'll trade in. So the truck you see here is pretty much that kind of exceptional truck. As you can see, it's been in California since day one, and the conditions are self-evident. All original paint, exterior trim emblems, lighting, bumpers, and all that. Interior is immaculate, no cracks on the dash. Some very minor staining on the headliner, but I don't think it's worth screwing with. The seats have already been reupholstered in an upgraded marine vinyl. And this truck basically has been through the full stage 1 mechanical restoration. We did that body of work back in August of 2010 when the vehicle had 214,582 miles on it. That stage 1 regiment, to clarify if you don't know what that means here, stage 1 is where we basically have a 35-page list that we've designed specifically for the FJ60. We spent about 4 days combing through it based on that list, come up with everything that is not within factory tolerances or specifications. And then the stage 1 restoration involves the repair, replacement, adjustment, whatever is needed to all systems and all components to bring them within factory tolerances. So as proven by this truck's track record since going through that process, it really breathes the reliability and performance back into them. So when we did that stage 1, the highlights of those repairs included a new factory oil pan and gasket, obviously oil and filter. We completely rebuilt the front axle, including the inner axle seals, the wipers, the burr fields, the retainers, the spindles, the knuckle bearings, the wheel bearings. We replaced the front brake calipers with rebuilt factory Toyota calipers and pads. We did a major factory tune-up, including plugs, wire, cap, and rotor. We installed brand new intake and exhaust manifold set, quite costly. New carburetor base plate. All vacuum hoses were upgraded with silicone, the 3 and the 5 mil. We put a new factory water pump in it, new fan clutch, new thermostat, pretty much all the hoses everywhere. We put a new clutch save cylinder in it. We rebuilt the power steering gearbox, power steering hoses, and the filter were replaced. The valves were adjusted, new valve cover gasket, all factory belts, new EGR exhaust J-tube and stainless, new gaskets there, all U-joints and rebalancing of the drive shafts, new exhaust system, new catalytic converter, and that's a higher flow exhaust than stock. We also upgraded the suspension with the Old Man Emu suspension kit. That's the complete system, so that's leafs, U-bolts, greasable pins, greasable anti-inversion, shackles, shocks, and steering stabilizer. 5 new BF Goodrich all-terrain 33 by 10.5 tires were put on. We installed a Tuffy console and fit the Alpine IDA X305S head unit with Alpine S-Series component speakers. That Alpine unit is ideal for iPod guys. It actually has no CD, but you could add one, but it's really all about the iPod interface and, of course, AM/FM. We also upgraded the headlights to the Hella H4s. We put on new factory non-USA side marker lights, TLC's heavy-duty utility mats in the front, rear, and cargo area. This truck's ready to rock. That mechanical work alone costs more than we were actually asking for this vehicle. And we have all the records to share with you. There's only one weird thing to point out. This is a factory Land Cruiser that was delivered without air conditioning. So it doesn't have AC. We can certainly add that for you. But in the spirit of leaving things as they are, find a lot of clients actually yearn for the simplest form of Land Cruiser they can find, and this certainly would meet that bill. So have a look. For more details, definitely visit my website, tlc4x4.com. Also, feel free to call myself or my service manager, Jay Myers, 818-785-2200.